in the beginning because it's very important that we reach as many people as we can.
Yes.
And it's preparing, it's reflecting, and I don't want, oh, okay, so hold one tiny second. I do believe we are there. And this is beautiful. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Allow me to please say welcome everyone who's here with us live, who might be watching on the replay. I am so, oh my goodness. My heart is so happy. It's fluttering. It's fluttering like angel wings. It's fluttering to be able to introduce everyone here to Mosara. And there's an angel's word on the end of there. I know it's Mosara. I'm going to call you Mosara forever. And everyone who is with us today, please comment, please share with us, please talk to us, because there is a new show coming to EWN. We're so excited. And this is, you know what, when I think about a psychic medium, I feel like it's somebody who is able to bridge us, to connect us to that right there. It's right there, and you feel it and you know it, but you just can't translate it. You can't quite grab it. So we have Mosara here for us, and who's going to be having a beautiful show on July 7th, launching on July 7th. And I'm going to share some details. However, let's get to know Mosara first. I have some questions I'm just dying to ask. I think this is so valuable, and I'm so happy that you're here with us to offer us this opportunity to connect. You started at a very young age, Mosara. I wrote down here that, okay, wait, I have two questions. Okay, wait, okay, here we go. Welcome first of all. Let me allow you to say welcome and hello.
Hi, thank you, Lisa, for having me. It's a pleasure. Like, I'm so excited about this new program, these new changes, beginnings. Everything is for good. And I know that I'm here for a reason. Thank you, everybody who's here. Thank you to all the followers that I have, that they follow me everywhere. Everywhere I go, they follow me because they know that my purpose in life is to bring light, smiles, and love to everybody. So we could start whenever you want with whatever question you have.
Yeah, you know, I wrote down the most simplest introduction, which was a psychic medium, here to teach, here to help others, and to continue learning. And one of the things I read about you, Mosara, was that you started to see spirits, and they helped you to understand your purpose in life. And so I had a double-fold question on this was, do we all need angels to help us with that? Or could we all call upon an angel to say, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do?
Well, at the age of 4, like any other child, I will see people that I don't even know who it was. Because I know I can't really remember specifically seeing them, but I know because of my mom. My mom used to tell me, Monse, you used to tell me that there was a cop at the end of the hall when there was not cops in the family, just your dad and your brother. And I keep telling her, I see a person, I see a woman, I see this, I see that. So at that time, I didn't really know I was a child. I was thinking it was normal. Like I could see it, everybody could see it. When by the time was passing by, I grew up, I was a teenager. And then I started noticing that the people who I didn't know will come in my dreams and tell me to pray for them or to tell their family that they were fine. And I'll be like, okay, but who is your family? How am I going to know? And little by little, I'm gonna give an example. My cousin, she got a friend, a girlfriend. He was her best friend. And I think at that time she turned 18 and the parents buy her a new car as a gift. Instead of a party, Mexicans, we do quinceañeras, party all the time. So they let her choose. You want a car or you want a party? So she picked the car. The problem, not the problem, but the learning was that I guess she was drinking. She was turning 18 in Mexico. At 18, you're legally adult. So she was drinking, she was driving, she crashed, she passed away. So I was in my house. No, actually, I think I was already here in LA because I used to go back and forward.
Because you
but
were
I
born
was
in Mexico. You were born in
in
Mexico?
Mexico City, yes, and then I came to live here in LA. When I was here in LA, um, I was dreaming this, I was seeing this girl in my dreams who came out of a mirror. And I thought it was a nightmare. I'm like, who's gonna come out from a mirror? But it was this girl with short hair, dressed in black. I couldn't really see her face. She was crying, she was really sad, and she just told me, please pray for me so I could go to the light, and told my parents it was not their fault,
Oh,
that it was me who made a mistake. I was drinking and I drive and I crash. But I didn't mean to have them to be in this pain. So I was like, okay, I'll help you. I'll pray for you. I'll do whatever I know at that point. I just knew that I could light a candle and pray. So I called my mom. She was in Mexico, and I told her over the phone, Mom, I see this girl. She's this age, like this and this and this. And then she's like, oh my God. I'm like, what? Like, it's your cousin's friend. I'm like, what do you mean it's my cousin's friend? I didn't know. And then she told me, well, her best friend just passed away a day ago in a car accident. It was her birthday, and so it was the same story. So I was like, okay. So now I'm getting messages from people that I don't know. So I was fine. I wasn't scared because it was in dreams. So I was like, that's cool. But then later on, I have my first experience with Jesus. Jesus is my
yes.
teacher, is the person who guides me.
Oh, and Monserrat, I wrote this that you had your first experience with an ascended master named Jesus at the age of 13, and that blew my mind. And just before we go into that, I have to ask, why is it we light a candle for why does it connect us further, or is it in memory of what is that candle lighting about?
Well, the light is because you're turning God's light. It's just a symbol. It doesn't mean that because of the candle. It's your intention, is your energy, is the love you put in the candle to connect you in a way with God. Like I told everybody, I grew up in the Catholic religion, but I love and respect all the religions. Like
Mm.
all people from all the religions, I would be really happy if they're be on my page or in my group following me.
Oh,
Because at the end, I think it's the same God. I don't judge. I don't, it's a work going through your life, learning not to talk about other people, not to judge, because we all do. There's a point when we all do. We think it's normal until you finally understand that is wrong. Because if you don't want to be judged,
it separates.
exactly.
Mhm.
So I got this experience with Jesus Christ, as we know him.
Yeah.
Um, he came to me again through the dreams, and he told me I didn't see his face, just from the neck through the bottom, his clothes, his sandals, um, everything. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, are you here? Oh God. And then he's like, yes, it's me. And I just came to tell you that your life is not going to be easy, but I have faith in you. And I know you're going to help me to help others. So, you know, the spikes that he has in his head, well, that's what we know. Those spikes or thorns, my daughter is correcting me, thorns. He
Yes.
gives me like a ball of thorns, like really big, and he put them in my hands. And he told me, this is your life. This is how painful it is. Did you accept it? And I say, yes, because you're going to be with me. He's like, yes, you're not going to be alone. So I hold it with my hands. I didn't feel any pain when I hold it, but it was heavy. That's something I could tell you that I remember. It was heavy. And then he was gone. After that time, I keep seeing him more and more and more. And then Virgin Mary or Virgen de Guadalupe, because we're Mexicans, we believe in Virgen de Guadalupe. And then talking about the medium side, about the spirits, I keep seeing spirits. I see them with my own eyes like that, wide open, pass by, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know that I supposed to help them yet until 2 years ago. that I was sitting down. I was working like everybody else. I had a job. I have my daughter. But something changed my life in 2013. My daughter was 3 years old. My husband at that time used to work in a 7-Eleven, and there was a robbery. He got shot. He died. He was going to turn 30 at that time. So he left us. Not because he wanted to. His time was over. His mission was done, and he got to go. At that time, my view through life changed. We're so worried about money, work, other things that they go through our mind during the day. Like, I have to do this, I have to make money, I have to pay bills, I have to go to work. Oh my God, my boss. And then when do we have the time to really be grateful for our life? Like, without your health, your life, you want to be do nothing. You want to be here. Like, sit down for 2 seconds and just think. Thank you, because I'm here. And I'm gonna say something about 2 days ago about the same thing about life. We lost, and I say we because the family, the parents, my family, we lost a dear friend at a young age, 24. He got a car accident. He passed away. Then I went to take the vaccine, my second shot. I was already sad because everything what was happening. And yesterday I was totally in bed. I don't know if I know it's something that I have to learn from those two different pains. Number one, in my past shows that I've been doing on my page, on the Facebook page, we were talking about compassion, and Virgin Mary show up in 2 of them, and she told me to tell the audience to close their eyes so they could see what she was going to show. And everybody, we saw the same. Kids with no food, hunger, sadness, homeless, people sick, people dying. So where is the compassion? Like, we focus on our life. You go to work, you go back to your house, but you don't know what your neighbor is going through, or the other neighbor on the other side is going through. And you go outside, you through the trash, you see them, and you're like, oh, hi. Either they don't answer you, or you see them sad, or something you notice, and you're like, the neighbor, bye. You go back to your home.
Mhm.
But why we don't have that compassion to ask, are you okay? Do you need something? Is something I could do for you? Without be expecting something in exchange. Like, when you have compassion, you have to do it without waiting for the other person to give you something.
Yes. Oh, you know what? So right when you said that, it made me think of compassion in action. And I love that you said that. So we say often, and you're right, we say, oh, we have to have compassion and understanding and sympathy, but that's not actually what compassion is. Compassion is
Right.
which I love that you just said, the strength to ask someone, how can I help you? How can I help you? But then now you just turned it. And I love that you just added this, because I know that your show is going to allow people to go deeper and deeper with every episode. Is we can ask with compassion, how can I help you? How can I be there for you? But not expect something in a return. Why is it we do that, Mosara? Have your spirit guides shared with you why we are so stuck on, well, if I give you something, you've got to give me something back?
What Archangel Michael, when he talks, sometimes he talks through me, sometimes he just give me the words so I could repeat them. But when he actually talks through me, you could see that everything in me changed, is different. Like, you could notice that something. And he is really, when he talks, he's like straight to the point. He's really a lovely spirit, light, but he's like really, really strict. So he always tells me, you are humans. Humans are like that. Is natural for you guys to expect something. But it's your work to work on. but it's always going to happen because it's like I told everybody, we are not superheroes. I mean, we could talk to spirits, we could talk to God, any master ascendants you tell me we could talk to, but we are human. So I want to have that part clear. We're not something that you can talk to somebody or that I'm like right here and you're going to be right here. No, 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 no. I'm just like you, like anybody else. That's why I try to teach them that everybody, we could do it. It's just that you need to open your heart. What I was going with my husband's stories was like forgiveness. That's the first step. If we don't forgive, not only ourselves, but everybody else in your whole life that they did something to you, that you're holding either anger or I can't stand this person or something, because it happens. And I didn't understand it until that time. And I'm mentioning this because when the investigators and the cops and everything, they come to ask me, oh, we got the guys. You could go to the judge and court and ask them for the death penalty. I'm like, and they keep like family and friends. I know they were mad, they have anger, they were sad. But me thinking with my daughter, she was 3. I was like, why am I gonna teach my daughter to hold anger? We're not gonna bring them back. If they die, I'm not gonna anything. I'm not gonna recover those memories or those moments that maybe my daughter in the future could have. So I told them no. I forgive both of them, especially the person who shot. He has my forgiveness. I'm washing my hands. No anger, no pain in the future. I'm happy with what I live. I thank God because I met him. He left me my beautiful daughter. So there's no anger to those people. I forgive them from heart, not just that you say, I forgive you, and then later on, oh, good, I hope something bad happens. No, 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 no.
Oh.
Forgiveness is that. Forgiveness is I forgive you and I let you go through, and I'm not responsible for your conscience. That's on you.
When people come to you, so you'll be during the show, you'll be sharing the messages that you received. Do people usually ask you questions? They're looking for answers because they want that guidance to forgive, or do they want something to offer them peace? And how does that work? How does that work during? Yeah, how does that work?
What I do, because I do private therapies, I'm also a therapist in past life, in oh my God, I have so many that I don't even remember.
Well,
But
healing. I feel like you help people to heal.
I
Yeah.
do healing with the angels. So what I do first, my first step will be we make an appointment, and then I don't ask them anything. What do you need to forgive? No, I told them everything they need to forgive. And it's not me. I'm just like a instrument for them.
Do you hear it or do you feel it? Like where does it come for you?
I'm really sensitive. I could really sensitive the people. Like I could feel you that you're a person really happy, you're always smiling, or you also live in a rush. You have short time. You're like, I need to do this, I need to do that, I have to get it done, I need it to be perfect, I like to be organized, I like to be, you see? They told me it's not me, it's that I received the information for them.
Oh.
And then I told the people, like I'm telling you, you need to slow down, you need to enjoy your life, because we don't know when we're gonna live.
Yes, we don't.
We could be preparing your show for tomorrow. Are you sure you're gonna be here tomorrow? No, we don't know. Something could happen. We never know.
Mhm.
So that's why I always tell them, enjoy your life, enjoy your family. If you're getting mad with your sister, your brother, yes, it's normal, but go and tell them, you know what? I'm sorry. Even though if it's not your fault, we have to be noble, we have to be humble. We can't be stubborn and oh no, my pride is no, no, no. Because that's not gonna take us anywhere. So when they go with me, we're on our appointment. So I ask the angels for permission, and they start telling me this person is to work on this, and this. And right away they told me forgiveness. And then I start telling the people, and the people start crying because they already know. I don't need to tell them which person, who it is. They know. You know who you need to forgive or what you need to let go. Archangel Michael has 3 words for the past and for to work with forgiveness. That is cancel, delete, and clear. That's what he always says. Cancel,
So
delete,
delete
clear.
and clear.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what you have. That's the steps. That's what he always says. Um, sometimes it's hard. I know it is hard because it's not easy. For me, for me, if you ask me what I was thinking at that time, I don't remember. I just remember that something inside of me told me, let go. Is you have to let go. And I did. My value of the money changed. I don't suffer about money, even though they know that I need it. It comes when it needs to come. It goes when it needs to go. Now I'm not stressed about, I need appointments. I need to do something. I need to pay it. No, I told them, I work for you guys. You guys are you're the big boss, but you need to pay me too. So I do my job and you pay me back.
Oh, there's a
So
trust. Mhm.
yeah.
It is that. So one thing about, I'm so excited about the show because yes, I want to share with everybody. I keep saying that the show because that's my job. My job right now, I'm working for everybody, is to invite people to the show because there will be, I know, so I tune in to shows that I think will help me, right? I'm me, I'm selfish, I'm self-centered. That's right. It's all about me. And I'm going to tune in because I have a problem and I need help. And so if they were, when they tune into you, or they come, or they call you, or they do, are they wanting to connect with loved ones for unsolved, unanswered? Um, somebody was here, they've been
Mhm.
taken away and they're gone, and I need to know still. Or is it like completely nothing to do with passed away ones? It is just, hey, what am I doing here?
Sometimes it's funny because I told them my warriors get all crazy. That's what I tell them in the show. Because I'm giving sometimes messages and a beloved one shows up. So they're start talking to me and I'll be like trying to give the message, but I'm hearing the spirit and I'm seeing images and I'm trying to focus on the camera and reading the comments and everybody's talking at the same time. So I asked the person, do you have this person? Did you lost a beloved one? Everybody does. So they say, yes. Okay. Do you remember if it's, could you feel the connection either with your grandma? Or I start asking questions, your grandma, your dad sometimes. Most of the times it's mom's parents and the grandpa or grandma. And then they start saying, yes, why? And they start telling them, well, she or he is here and she's saying this and that. And she wants you to be calm. Don't cry. Don't be sad. And right away, we start crying. I start crying because for the same reason that I feel them, I'm really sensitive. Sometimes I could even feel their last moments, their death. So I feel in their pain. If it was something in the heart, if they couldn't breathe, it happens to me. So I'm feeling it and I need to say it so it could go away. And other people is hard to understand because we grow up, I think everybody, with the mentality of they're dead, leave them in peace, don't bother them, they're with God.
Right.
But it's not like that. And it's not that I'm saying that okay, it's not true. But in a way, it's not because I see the spirits. I see them maybe not the way that people think I see them, but I see. Sometimes I see with my eyes open and I could see when I turn around, I see people passing by that they're not here. So I see, okay, they're spirit. And while I was growing up, I have to really, 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 really fight my fears because I was a really scary girl. Because of the spirits wanted to talk to me, they will pull the curtains or they will close the doors or they will turn on the lights. So I'll be like, light off. Okay, bye. And I'll be running away out of the room. I was in between 7, 8 when they start playing with me like that. And I didn't know. So I got scared. And then again, growing up, I was like, oh my God, why am I so scared of spirits? Why they follow me? What do you want? I didn't know until 2 years ago that Archangel Michael told me, this is what you have to do and pay attention. I was like, okay, yes. No more fears. They're not going to do nothing to you. They can't do nothing to you. God is taking care of you. You're like in a bubble. Nobody could touch you. Any person who send you bad vibes, negativity, something bad, they can't touch you. You have to have that in mind. We are protecting you because this is what you have to do. And you have to keep growing and growing and growing and go to all the places in the world, talk to the most people you can, because you have to deliver the message.
Will you be teaching people during the show? So yes, let's go there for a second. So so you could be receiving messages and sharing them during the show, but will you be teaching people? Because Monsara, there are so many people who come to me and say, how do I stop the energy drain? How do I stop being tired? How do I protect myself? Will you be teaching people or just
Yeah.
sharing with how you do it?
Well, in the one that I already have on Facebook on my page, we have it. When they send me to do a live, I'll go and do it on my own page. Usually I talk about chakras because I know how to clean them. I know how to align them. I explain it to you. I put a lot of posts with information because sometimes the show is not that long. I think the longest show that I ever done, it was like 2 hours and a half.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Exactly. So I try to give like all the tools. I also do like master classes, trainings, so people could start little by little, like before, from the beginning, and then little like by little, so they could do the same thing I do. Like everybody could do it. It's nothing. It is a little bit hard, but it's not impossible. And if you really feel that is your time to learn, you will do it. And like yesterday, I didn't do nothing because, like I told you, I was like a zombie yesterday, totally, completely a different person as today. But the day before, I got to do a class, and I was sad because of my friend, but I did the class, and I was teaching them how to read or how to receive the messages to the oracle, to the cards, little by little. It's just the beginning. It's not going to be everything in once, and then you're going to say, okay, now I'm getting everything. There's people who already know that they're mediums, so I'm helping them too. I have a class for that too. So I'm starting little by little. I go by parts. First, I teach them who the angels are. Usually we go Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, but there's more. And the main one that we always forget, our guardian angel. He's the most important one because he's always with us and we never ask him for anything.
And who is he? Is that individual? Our guardian angels are very unique.
It goes by your, yes, it goes when, as soon as God knows that your spirit is coming to earth, you have your angel with you. Since that time, and he comes with you to earth.
Okay.
So since you're in your mommy's stomach, the angel is there with you. And we always forget about him. We never ask him for anything.
Like, hey, I forgot.
Yeah. Right here when you're asking me.
Who's yours? Who is your guardian angel?
Mine, it has, I think sometimes we have more than one. I think I have two because they give me two different names. The first one is in Hebrew, and he told me that he was Lamed Bet Met. That's one of the names of God, the 72 names of God. That's the name that I have. I don't know if they give me the name. The second one by birth, by the date of birth, it's Jeuia. So by your date of birth, they'll tell you, I don't have those cards right now, but they will tell you who your angel is. So you could know his name, and there's different days during the year, different dates, sorry, that you could have a stronger connection with him. So he's always with you. You could talk to him. You could have a journal and write everything to him. It's like your best friend. He's always there, always, always there with you.
And that will be on your show. Will you teach people? Will you just let people know how they can do that and when they can do it? And you just reminded me that you have two names, actually. So I would love for you to pronounce your name and the name you go by, because this channel that this show that you're going to be starting is both. It's bilingual. It is both in English and
Yes,
Spanish.
yes,
I'll let you say it because you have that flair.
yes, I'm gonna try to do it bilingual. If I see people who's there that speak English, I'm gonna be providing messages in English. As also my audience is in Spanish, so they're gonna be given in Spanish too. I'll try my best to do it clearly and understandable, because sometimes I get messed up with the words because I'm thinking in Spanish and I'm trying to translate to English, and then I get confused.
And then the
And then
angels, what language do they speak?
I'm talking, so I'm like, okay, hold on. For some reason, they keep telling me that I need to learn how to speak Hebrew. And I'm like, how? They're like, I don't know. That's your work. I'm like, thank you very much.
We'll put
So,
that out there right now. If anybody watching right now speaks Hebrew and would or know someone who speaks Hebrew, you message us, because I'm going to go peek in here, because I'm going to ask you to maybe do a card if you would. You don't have to, but I was going to ask if you would like to do a card for our little time together, if it feels right. But I will check. But if anybody knows Hebrew or would like to teach it, we are calling on you right now. Oh, is that okay?
there. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't hear you. So I was like,
Oh,
okay.
you were guessing.
Somebody muted you. I don't know why. Somebody there doing something.
That would be them. Technology and I, we have a little fun little time together. But two things. So I was just doing a shout out to anybody who does speak Hebrew and would like to say, hey, I would be a part of that. And the other thing is, I did invite you. If you felt like pulling a card, you could, but I don't want to put you on the spot. But if that felt right to you, then I would put you on your own speaker view here and just let you share a little bit.
Oh, they already give me one, and this one becomes from God. He has given me, he's telling me, I think this goes what you were asking me earlier about if they could learn. He's telling me that everybody is a diamond in the rough. And he's saying, we could all have a transformation, all of us. Not only me, not only you, it goes to everybody. They could transform their negativity situations to positive opportunities. Everything could change. Life begins to taste like anything my soul desires and imagines. So everybody could do it. And the name he's given me, that's why I need to learn the Hebrew. It's Resh Hey Ajin. I don't even know if I pronounced it right, but that's the name he's given. Resh Hey Ajin. When you pronounce that name, it's going to help you to do meditations. It's going to help you to feel his energy. You're going to feel it right away as you pronounce the name, because this is the name of God. If you believe in the universe, this will be his name. If you believe in the light, that will be the name. You just need to repeat it, and it's going to help you to polish that diamond that you have inside, to take out that light that you have. You just need to have faith and to listen to him. Also, and I think this is for you.
Oh, no, the world, not me.
He's saying that you have a divine feminine energy. It's beautiful, it's wonderful. You're embracing, it's magical. You have really beautiful intuition. You go by your intuition. If you feel it, you do it. If you feel that something's wrong, you don't do it. If you feel that you need to go to this party, you go. But if you feel that something is not, you're like, no, I'll stay home. So keep following that, because that's going to help you a lot. And those are your angels. That's your guardian angel. It's preventing you for something that you don't need. So always listen to your intuition. You have really good qualities and you know it. Your twin flame.
Oh,
And she's like, who?
oh. That's so beautiful.
The
May I ask,
answer,
does everybody have a twin flame?
yes. But sometimes they confuse the word twin flame because it's not all the time like a love partnership, like a
Right.
boyfriend, a husband. Sometimes it's your best friend, and that could be your twin flame. Because remember, that's also involve the past lives. We all met in past lives. We have met before, but we don't remember in this one. And that's why at some point in this life, we get together again. Like you, Ruth, Terry, in one point in one life, we already met. It's just that we need to go back a little bit to see where we met. Your twin flame, and they're telling you the answer to your question based on romantic relationship, you're going to get it from your spirituality. Listen to your heart. Whatever your heart tells you is going to guide you to your twin flame.
Oh,
Just don't be anxious. Because sometimes people are anxious. They're like, okay, when am I going to meet my twin? When am I going to meet him? No, no, no. The whole point of this is that you're not going to meet the twin flame or your perfect love until you don't love yourself the way you want to be loved. Because you're worried about thinking, when am I going to meet him? I'm getting old. I don't want to stay single. And you keep thinking, but you forgot about yourself. Keep loving yourself. Okay, you like flowers. You know what? Today I'm going to give me flowers. Why? Because I love flowers. So I want to feel special. I can't be waiting for somebody to give it to me. I'll give it to myself because I deserve it. And then how you're going to know if the person who's selling the flowers is going to be your true friend? You see? So is is everything is connected. And for all the people who's watching us, but I'm hoping there's a lot of people
yes.
because I can't see
I
the
was going
comments.
to say we have some hellos to make, and thank you so much. And I do feel when I have a swirling energy around me, I really am embodying the people I connect with as well. And you're feeling that, like, so, oh, I know this. You're sensing what everybody like in a day. Oh my gosh, by the time lunchtime rolls around, I've already spoken with 30 people. So, and that must be so much. So, that was a fun question for me. So Mosara, my question to you is, when someone asks you a question, if they're gathering so many other people's energies, how do you decipher, how do you pinpoint that do you know what I'm saying? Like, can you understand my question without me
Yes.
asking?
Yes. For example, in a life, sometimes the most people that I had, it was 120 people or 150 in one life.
Woohoo! Right.
I was giving messages to 150 people.
Wow.
I didn't skip anyone. It was so much to give that I didn't want to stop because I like it until they told me, hey, hold on, because you're giving your energy to. So I lose a lot of energy by giving messages, but the most energy that I lost or that I give away is when I talk to the spirits, because sometimes I need extra. So I give them mine so we could connect and start talking. When there's 120 people, they all guide me. This one, yes, this one needed, he's in need, she's in need. And I go by what they're telling me. I don't pick, they tell me. This one, okay, um, Marta, Marcelita, or any name, and then I'll give them the message. Right now, you asked me to give a message for everybody, like a group message, workshops, seminar, classes. We need to learn. Everybody needs to learn more. We're never going to know everything. We'll have to keep learning. Even me, I have to keep learning. I have to keep growing so we could have more tools and I could provide the tools to the people who's starting. So it will be a little bit easy. So they're telling me, for the people who's watching us, They need to attend to speeches, something about spiritual path, workshops and seminars. Also, they're saying that everybody who's here, we have a high energy. We could receive messages. Everybody, not only me. They just need to be calm. Try to have, if they don't like to meditate, if they like to pray, it's fine. If they don't like to meditate or pray, 5 minutes for their own in silence, they'll be fine. They will be getting something. Also, they need to visualize their success. You can be saying, I can't, I don't have, I'm not gonna be able to. You have to switch those words to I can, I'll have it, and now you already have it, and I'm thankful for it. That's how you're gonna visualize yourself. Everything goes through faith and in a positive ways. Everything. The law of attraction. I see myself I don't know, doing a master class live in front of 200 people. Really? Really? I'm like, okay. I'm like, really? That was new for me, but okay. So you have to see yourself with what you want, what you really want, what is going to make you happy. We're not here to work, to suffer, to to cry, to be sad. We're here to learn for our next life because we're going to have a next life. But if we don't change, there's going to be no world to come back. So we're going to learn. Then we're going to be in life forever. That's life. Life is not here. Life is when you passed away or when you do your transition to the other dimension. That's life. Life is there because there's no time. That would be for us the eternal life. And what are we going to do there if there's no place to go and learn? Then we're going to be complaining. Okay, I wanted eternal life. Now that I have it, what am I going to do? There's no way to go. That's why we have to take care of the earth. That's why Terry is doing the blessings on the earth. That's why everybody is doing their part to change and also to give people and revive their faith. Our faith was gone for so long until the pandemic came along, and then everybody started praying, and then everybody start valuing their family again because there was nowhere to go. You were complaining about not having time before. You have a whole year. You have enough time. Now, what is your excuse? Did you play with your son or your daughter? Did you spend time with your wife? Did you fight with your wife because you were there all day? Because you were complaining he was never home because he had to go to work. So it was a big, big, big lesson, the pandemic. People who understand it will go forward and they will keep growing in their life. People who was just complaining all the time, they need to work a little bit more because they need to understand that it was something that they need to learn at that time. So little by little, they'll be giving you the tools to start growing, to start knowing more about angels, archangels, and there's more. There's not only angels and archangels, there's way more light in the wow, there's a lot to learn. And little by little, you're gonna be learning in the classes that I do how to read either the oracle, the cards, whatever you want to call them, or I have the pendulum too, that it works with your own energy. I'm a fan and I love crystals, so I have a bunch of crystals. So the ones that I know, I try to explain them, what they're going to help you. They could help you with your work, with clarity, with psychic, so you could have more visions. So it's going to be a little bit of everything. Sometimes they tell me, okay, today you have to learn or to talk about what they need to change in their lives. And then I'll be okay. How am I going to do that? We're going to give you a word. And then from there, you're going to tell them everything. And I'll be like, okay.
I love that, Monserrat. That's my favorite thing is that I hear a word and I'll think that's the word. And so, oh, now I'm so excited. So I do want to say, so is it weekly? Every Tuesday? Oh, no.
I think it's going to be every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we're going to begin July 7th. And
Yes.
what time? We're going to give all the details right now because we have some people watching. And I'm going to announce. So Paul has definitely said, I am watching. Eric has said this. I am watching. Evangelina, Rachel, Zelly.
Yeah.
Hopefully I said that. Okay, good. And we've got these beautiful people that are sharing with us and joining in. And I know they want to tune in because even right now, they're probably feeling that excitement, like we want to learn, we're ready, because many of us have received a message and said, it's time to learn something so that we can grow. And you are so right. We've had over a year now to view our lives and say, oh, we need a little less of this, we need a little more of this. And so by tuning into this brand new show, and I'm going to let you pronounce it because there's some fancy rolling of the R's and tongues in there. And share the time, and then we'll let them know to tune in to join with you. Because when I'd like to share with everybody watching, when you tune in live to be with Montserrat here, you can ask her questions, you can comment, she can hear from you, she can feel from you that extra bit. And so I do encourage everyone here on EWN and other channels to participate, to ask you questions just like they are right now. So if you could give those details, Montserrat, we'd be very grateful.
It's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific time because I'm in Los Angeles. And Eastern time, I think, is going to be 4, right? It's 1 hour more.
Yeah, 3.
4. Yeah. Oh, yes. So it's going to be, all the details are going to be on the page. I'll be sharing everything when I have it ready. So I could post it and you guys could see it ahead of time. When you were saying, when you were talking about the word, that you're really into the word.
Yes.
The word. They give me intention and try to synthesis your day. Synthesis means like if you have in mind to program your day ahead. For example, tomorrow is Saturday. I know that your Saturday is full. That's what I know. So they're telling me to tell you this. If your Saturday, for example, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do this and this, and then you start number 1, number 2, because you're really organized. When you're doing that, think about if it's going to help you during your day or if it's going to complicate your day.
Ooh.
They want you to do that. Every time you organize your day ahead, think, is this going to help me? I'm going to feel happy. I'm not going to feel stressful. I'm going to be in a good mood with a good vibe. Or it's going to complicate my day. And I'm going to have to do it instead of just doing it. And then I'm not going to be in a good mood. Maybe I'm going to be tired. So think about that when you program your day. That was for you.
Well, I love that. Complicate. That's a very good word because you didn't use it. That was a perfect word for me. Complicate would be an interesting word because it's not like, is it going to ruin? Because nothing ruins my day. If it's going to, so that was very unique for you to say that, Monserrat. I really appreciate that. That was a very uniquely heard and chosen word. Thank you so much.
For the rest of the people, they need to open their mind, their hearts more. And also they need to listen to their free will. Remember, angels don't work just by you saying, can you help me? No, you have to say this. This is the password. This is the magic word, free will. For my free will, I allow you to come into my life and help me. Because if we don't give him permission, even though you are in a dangerous situation, that's why you have your guardian angel. He will be the one helping you. But your angels or the rest of the light spirit world can do nothing without your permission. So we have to be really specific. For my free will, I give you permission to come into my life and help me with whatever I need.
Mm.
And then you could say, for example, for your fears, Archangel Michael, we know is the number one for fears, negativity, and and to help you. Most of the time, you could call any Archangel, but he's the most famous one. Why? Because in our faith, he killed the demon. So he's the most powerful one about fears. But then is Jophiel, and there's some another archangels to guide you, like with your studies, to give you more love, to forgiveness or help is Raphael, Gabriel for work. That I see that Gabriel works really good with you because
Yes, he
you're
does. That's
communicating. Yes, you're communicating with other people, so he give you the correct words. He works with me too sometimes when I need to speak, like right now. Thank you. But Gabriel is with you. He guides you what to say, what not to say, in which way to say it, so that people could feel you and understand you better. There's also Satkiel in Spanish. I don't know how to say it in English, but Satkiel is in Spanish. I think it's almost the same Satkiel. Um, he helps you when you have like negative thoughts, or you feel like for some reason you were talking to a person and then you think you absorb their energy and then you feel like a little bit tired. You could you could light up a purple candle because his color is purple violet, kind of light it up, and just with your intention say it, please help me transform all negativity in me into positive. And you will feel it right away. You will feel like, oh, it's gone. And that's how they work.
this is
So
beautiful.
it's a lot of things that we need to learn.
Yeah.
It's not in a specific prayer or um, to call them. I always told my audience the words that comes from your heart are the most powerful, and it's going to connect you with them right away.
Mm.
Like you don't need to look for a prayer or something. No, your own words. Even if you don't know how to pray, you could just talk to them the
Yes.
way you want it. Please help me with my work. Please help me with my health in case you have sickness or something, or just bring me some light so I could be happy and smile today, and share your smile with other ones. That will be really good for everybody. Everybody, when we go out, now it's hard with the mask because sometimes I keep smiling and I'm like, oh my God, I have the mask on. Right?
You're like,
But exactly, like I'm smiling. But to share a smile, it doesn't cost anything. To help um, senior people with their bags, or sometimes that is the most that I do because it's I don't know, they send me to do that. There's people behind me alone buying their groceries. I always pay for them. If there's somebody behind me, I always pay for them. And I just tell them, I have to tell them because they're trying to pay. And then sometimes the cashier, they're already mad and they're with them, okay. So I tell them, you know what, you don't have to worry about it. It was a gift.
right.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And their smile, oh my God, for me, it's everything.
Yes.
That smile, I won't need no money. That smile for me is my pay.
It's a
Or
price.
if they need help to put the groceries on their cart, they're old, they can't really walk and they're heavy. I teach my kids to, hey, go help.
Yes.
Ask them if you could help them and put them in the cart. Or cross this. I don't know. The little things are the most wonderful things that we have.
Yes.
And
Yes.
everything is connected. Earth or compassion or love. But if we don't open, that's why they're saying open. Open your heart to receive and to give. That's something that we have always to do.
Yes. Oh, that was so beautiful. I want to take this last final 30 seconds. I can't believe this time has just flown by. Of course it was. That I am so, we all are so happy at EWN to have a new show to be here with us. So please, everybody, tune in, check the schedules. It's going to be on, you said Wednesday at
Wednesday,
12
7.
p.m. Pacific time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time. And just this, you can see clearly, I can feel you right now. I can say, whoa, she's tuning in and she's getting help. And so, and of course, the number one most important thing is that you are here to teach us, to
Yeah.
support us, to open our hearts and to just receive and to allow. And so,
Mhm.
oh my goodness. Mosara, thank you so much for sharing this time with myself. I'm so happy to be introducing you to EWN's entire network, and we invite everyone here. And thank you to everybody. We have an extra, Rachel, I saw that tuned in. So many people came in. Just hit replay that you've seen it. Say hello to Mosara, and then join her show and be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Lisa. And if you allow me, one more thing that I really, really want to ask people. I really want to help the parents of my friend, my beloved friend, that he passed away. Uh, they did a GoFundMe because it was something that just happened. We are never prepared for that. And I posted it on my page. I posted it also, I shared it on Terry's group. I forgot the name, Angelic River, I think.
Okay.
So if they could help them, please, let's talk about compassion. That's why the compassion we need. It could be us in the future. We never know. So let's try to make their pain a little bit less by worrying less about all paperwork and all the things that they need to do besides dealing with their pain of loss their son. So if they could really, really help them, I will really appreciate it. And I think they will appreciate too. That will be a blessing for you. Maybe not right now, maybe not tomorrow, but believe me that they will repay you for the help that you're going to bring this family right now.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I'll
Yes.
share the link.
Yes, please.
His name is Gustavo Maya. Is under his sister's name, the GoFundMe. But I'll put it on the comments if they could really help. I really, 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 really appreciate. Or if they think that they could do um, a donation, they're telling me a donation, I'll give them a free quick system. Like I could give them free messages, like 10, 15 minutes messages
Okay.
or something they want to know. Just let me know that they did make the donation, whatever they want to give. And I'll do it privately, like in a video call or video chat. I'll give them a free appointment, if you want to call it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And we'll put that information on the link below. We will sign off and let the next show come on. So please stay tuned, everybody, for the next one. But thank you so much, Mosara. And we'll put all that information and link right below. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much to everybody. Blessings to everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.